China has already invested $1.3 billion in the construction of a major port in Peru, and as the legal proceedings in Peru concluded, the next steps from China left many stunned. So, what exactly is happening here? Let's take a deeper look. COSCO Shipping, a leading multinational maritime company based in China, has been actively expanding its overseas operations in recent years. However, the company recently found itself at the center of an unexpected controversy. After investing $1.3 billion to develop the largest deepwater port in Peru, COSCO Shipping was taken to court by the Peruvian government. The issue at hand: the exclusive operational rights that COSCO had previously negotiated for the port. But what does this lawsuit mean for Peru? And why did China invest so heavily in a port in Peru? In a surprising move, the Peruvian government recently proposed revoking COSCO's exclusive rights to operate the Chancay port, a project that had received significant Chinese investment. COSCO's $1.3 billion commitment to develop the Chancay port, the largest deepwater port in the country, made the news even more shocking. Peru argued that the exclusivity agreement with COSCO should be cancelled, and in response, COSCO Shipping expressed concerns that such a decision would undermine investment security and legal stability, suggesting that Peru might be severing ties and disrupting the partnership. The Chancay port is a critical asset for Peru, both strategically and economically. Its completion would enable Peru to enhance its global standing, boost local economic development, and create numerous social benefits in the surrounding regions. Revoking the exclusivity agreement would not only affect COSCO but could also backfire on Peru, leading to negative consequences for its own economic ambitions. From an economic standpoint, the Chancay project is one of the largest Chinese ventures in Latin America, encompassing a comprehensive port area and significant maritime infrastructure. The first phase of the project involves constructing 2 multi-purpose terminals, 2 specialized container terminals, breakwaters, roads, and other key facilities. Upon completion, the port is expected to handle 6 million tons of bulk cargo annually and 1.5 million TEUs of containers per year. This port is pivotal in Peru's ambition to establish itself as a logistics hub on the Pacific coast and will play a key role in accelerating the economic and social development of the surrounding areas. If Peru cancels COSCO's exclusive operational rights, these projections could be jeopardized. Not only would the country face higher costs to maintain and operate the port, but the efficiency of port operations would likely decrease. Additionally, this move could harm China's broader investment interests in Latin America, as well as its bilateral relationship with Peru. There is, of course, hope that the two sides can find a constructive resolution to this conflict. After all, trade between China and South America reached 172.37 billion renminbi in 2023, marking a 2.3% increase compared to the previous year. Latin America, especially South America, has become an increasingly important market for Chinese exports, with the region's emerging markets showing more promise compared to traditional markets in Southeast Asia, Europe, and the United States. Peru, with its 30 million-strong population, abundant natural resources, and strategic geographic position, is a key player in this shift. Historically, China and Peru have enjoyed strong trade ties, with Peru ranking as China's 4th largest trading partner in South America. In 2023, bilateral trade between the two countries reached an impressive $37.69 billion. Peru exports key commodities such as copper, iron, and zinc to China, while China exports textiles, automobiles, and electrical machinery to Peru. China has been Peru's largest trading partner for 9 consecutive years. To further deepen trade relations, the two countries signed a cooperation agreement in 2019 under the Belt and Road Initiative, committing to joint industrial projects and development. Given its many natural bays and potential, Peru has long sought to develop its ports to boost economic growth. However, historical issues, such as outdated infrastructure and low loading efficiency, have hindered this development. The country lacks sufficient financial power to modernize its port facilities on its own and has therefore sought foreign investment to enhance its infrastructure. In this context, China and Peru decided to cooperate on developing Chancay Port. While many key South American port cities, such as Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, are located on the Atlantic coast, reaching these ports from China typically requires navigating the lengthy route around the southern tip of South America or through the Panama Canal, making for a voyage of over 45 days. On the other hand, Chancay is located on the Pacific coast, just 80 kilometers from Lima, Peru's capital. By connecting to a major inland rail network, ships can save significant time and money, improving overall efficiency. Unfortunately, the west coast of South America lacks well-established deep-water ports. Peru's largest port, Callao, though significant, cannot accommodate large container ships, and the congested port infrastructure limits its efficiency. This makes the development of Chancay even more crucial, as it is expected to handle a broad range of container ships and become the largest deep-water port in South America. It will not only facilitate the movement of goods but also shorten the shipping time for vessels traveling directly from China to South America by over 10 days. The Chancay Port project holds tremendous promise for both China and Peru, fostering faster economic growth and more prosperous trade. When completed, it will enhance the global standing of both countries, contributing significantly to their economic prosperity and strengthening bilateral relations. In 2019, COSCO Shipping Group officially partnered with the Peruvian government to develop the Chancay Port. The agreement stipulated that COSCO would invest at least $1.3 billion and control 60% of the project. The port is expected to handle up to 1.5 million containers and 6 million tons of bulk cargo annually, with the first phase of the project slated for completion by the end of this year. It is important to note that Chancay will be the first port in South America to be managed and operated by China. This port is not only a vital terminal for Asia-Pacific trade but also a symbol of the growing trade and diplomatic relations between China and Peru. As the port continues to develop, it will bring substantial investments, expertise, and resources to Peru, creating thousands of jobs and stimulating the local economy. The Chancay Port will also open up new opportunities for South American products, such as agriculture, minerals, seafood, and even oil and gas, to access global markets. This new infrastructure will make Peru a key distribution hub in South America, benefiting neighboring countries and boosting maritime trade across the continent. Despite some recent controversies, such as the sudden proposal to revoke COSCO's exclusive operational rights, it is hoped that Peru and China will work together to resolve these issues. The proposed port would be a valuable asset for both countries, and it is crucial that both sides honor their agreements and respect the spirit of collaboration. If Peru chooses to abandon this partnership for short-term gains, it risks isolating itself from the global economic cycle. In the age of globalization, honoring contracts and maintaining integrity are essential for successful international cooperation. By upholding these principles, both countries can ensure a mutually beneficial relationship that leads to long-term prosperity. In conclusion, while the dispute over the Chancay Port is ongoing, it is hoped that both China and Peru will resolve their differences and continue working toward the completion of this critical project. A successful resolution would not only benefit the economies of both nations but also elevate Peru's status in the global economy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click subscribe, and we'll see you next time.